welcome back to 996 Howl. And the Coyotes, the Arizona Coyotes, are 1 point behind the wild card position held by the powerhouse Calgary Flames. I cannot believe it. The Coyotes are one game below NHL 500 at 5-6-1. Just won their 12th game against Buffalo, 4-1. Honestly, the worst part about these games, they're back-to-back wins on their 14-game road trip. It's that this was presented to us to be a tank year. We're supposed to go for a high overall draft pick, but that's what makes these wins so much bittersweet. Because in the back of your mind, you're like, they can't keep this up. Like, we really need just one more piece of the puzzle here. I do not think with the core of in our future like Cooley and Geeky with Hayden, and then you have some good wingers like Gunther, Doan, Maccelli. We'll get to Maccelli later. I feel like there's one more big centerpiece missing and hopefully one big centerman missing. And this draft, the top three touted draft picks are projected to go top three are supposedly really good centermen. So that's in the back of your mind watching these games. They're playing really well, not amazing. Like the Coyotes are not taking over these games and playing on an offensive clinic. They're just playing their system really well. Things are working. They don't look in some sort of panic. They don't look desperate. They're just having fun out there, competing really hard. And the results keep coming. They keep getting wins, points here and there, and not sure what to make of it. And this is all without Jacob Chikrin and Nick Schmaltz, who are injured and should be coming into the lineup, probably in a couple weeks. Timmins also injured, who just got sent down to the Tucson Roadrunners for a conditioning stint for 2 weeks. So they're missing like three good pieces that are just going to improve this roster. And so maybe when they come on the roster, more wins come, more points come. That's when Bill Armstrong starts to think, do I start to trade guys out for playing too good to just get a higher odds at the draft pick? But in the moment, it's fun to watch. It's entertaining. It's such a different vibe from last season. Last season, it was bad at the start. It kept getting bad, and then it slowly got a bit better by the new year and into March before, obviously, Keller's injury. But this year, it's different. You kind of expect that same, miserableness, depression, what have you. But it's just not there this year. Sure, maybe a game here and there they get blown out. Like Dallas, they lose 7-2. Awful game to watch. But this team this year just bounces right back. They play so much better. They eke out a win against Washington, against Buffalo. They play a calm, competitive game, and they get the 2 points. I thought Buffalo probably just outplayed themselves. They had a lot of offensive zone time, the Buffalo Sabres did, but it seemed to me they were looking for the perfect play, that highlight reel goal instead of just getting pucks to the net, crowding Vejmelka, making sure he doesn't see pucks. Seemed like Vejmelka was seeing almost every puck. They didn't make too many desperation saves. I know Buffalo got about 2 posts, but, Vejmelka played an awesome game, weathered the storm. I think it was around the second period where Buffalo was just in the Coyotes zone for almost 2.5 minutes. And the Coyotes goals, they weren't, all 3 goals that were non-empty net goals. They were all just bizarre goals. It starts off 23 seconds into the game where Owen Power looks like his controller disconnects. But great pressure put on by Krause on Owen Power. It's not about even physical pressure you put on the defenseman when they have the puck behind the net. Just your presence and the intimidating presence of a big guy like Krause, that could just get into a defender's head, maybe second guess his play, make him fumble the puck, and that's exactly what happened. And then Maccelli picks up the puck, shoots it on the net, and Krause gets his rebound off him initiating the pressure on the D-man. So already 1-0, and then the Coyotes get into penalty trouble. 2 early penalty kills, both killed off. Again, a top 10 penalty kill, top 5 power play to special teams. This new coaching staff with John Madden as a penalty killing coach, and another year under this coaching staff. Just this team, special teams are so much better. They're so much well coached. They don't fall under pressure. They don't feel bad for themselves. They're just playing really hard and in-your-face hockey. And I mentioned this in the first ever game of the season where they played the Penguins, and it was such a heated and emotional game for some reason. It feels like almost every game is just heated, and the Coyotes are getting under the skin of the other team. The other team's frustrated, throwing fisticuffs with each other after whistles. It's happening almost every game, and you didn't really see that last year. Albeit most games last year, the Coyotes were blown out and had no business, to fight, and didn't really have the energy, to, start scrums and have pride. And it sometimes happened, but this year it's almost every game where the Coyotes are getting into the face of the opposition, showing them that they're going to have to work hard for these wins. And I just feel Buffalo didn't really work hard for this win. And, the first period it was 2-1. Buffalo scored on their third power play of the first period before the Coyotes score late in the first by Maccelli, where the puck goes off a Buffalo defender skate into the net, really far out from the goalie too, like almost a hash marks. Maccelli made a cross ice pass, hits the guy's skate, it goes in. There was no goals in the second period, but there was a Coyotes 4-minute power play. They didn't do much on that. Buffalo gets a power play right after that, 4-minute power play, due to too many men by the Coyotes. But like I said, scoreless second. In the third, Liam O'Brien takes the softest shot, wrist shot, snapper, what have you, from the blue line. It deflects off some Sabres stick or skate, finds its way in the net. It was just hilarious. And even Liam O'Brien on the point, getting the softest wrister off on net. Just a bizarre set of goals. Coyotes hang on in the third, weather some storms, but to be honest, for a team, trailing going into the third that the Buffalo Sabres were, and then going down 3-1 early in the third, the Sabres only had 6 shots on net in that final frame. So if you're an NHL team and you're down against the Coyotes, usually you turn it up, and there's some of these games like the win against Florida, or some close games like Winnipeg and Washington, where the third period, the opposing team just completely outshoots the Coyotes, almost doubles their shots. But this time, Buffalo was missing the net, maybe some shots were blocked, only got 6 shots on goal. If you're losing to the Coyotes in the third, you got to come out harder than that. Maybe the Zamboni 20-minute delay knocked them off their game. But another win, back-to-back wins on the 14-game road trip for the Coyotes. They go into the Islanders on Thursday. And then on the weekend, they got the Devils and Rangers in their first back-to-back of the season. And first back-to-back, there's not another back-to-back till maybe end of December for this team. So, I don't know what to make of it. It's just fun to watch and entertaining. Like I mentioned before, these tank thoughts in the back of my mind are present, but just going to enjoy the ride for a bit. I think in a new year, I'll start to think more of, okay, they're winning a bit too much. How many points are they away from last place? What are last place teams doing? Like St. Louis Blues, I think they're on a 7 or 8 game losing streak. I cannot believe that statistic more than the Coyotes being 1 point out of the wild card. Just the Blues are built to be a competitive playoff team. I had them finishing, I think, 3rd place in the division. Just it's not happening there. And the Blue Jackets too, they go out and get Goudreau. They create all this hype and excitement for their fans. And they're second to last place as well. I think they're 3-8 or 3-9. So, there's teams that are way down in the dumps already, and the Coyotes are not there yet, and they're in the middle of the pack to fight for playoff spots if they want it. I'm sure it feels good for the players. They're on a really long road trip, so why not feel happy and pump your tires up a bit to feel good when you're away from home for so long. We'll see how it goes. They'll keep it going. Maybe Ingram gets shot at net against the Islanders, but Vejmelka, if he's on, and he's somehow stealing games and looking like one of the better goaltenders in the league. So we'll just ride it out. We'll see what happens. I'm liking the play of the defensemen. I know the title of the video is Maccelli for Calder. Should probably talk about Maccelli more. He got 2 points, so he's tied for Matty Beniers with 9 points, leading all rookies. But Seattle just started playing their game right now at around 10, 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. So we'll see if Beniers gets any more points to eclipse Maccelli. But I feel like the NHL world and the fans of any NHL team should know the name Matias Maccelli. We finally have a Calder contending rookie since Clayton Keller. So keep an eye on him. He had 1 goal, 1 assist tonight. He's got 1 goal, 8 assists on the season. He'll keep it up. Hopefully Gunther gets it going again. He's got 6 points in 11 games. He's been quiet the couple games since he made the team. So hopefully he plays better. He's playing with Keller, so those points should be coming. I think he had 1 or 2 good shots tonight. But Maccelli, he's a name you should learn, you should know. Hopefully he keeps it up. I feel like he's getting better every game, making great plays, skillful plays, so confident with the puck, and a skilled winger. And he had that one rifle shot. Where was it? In the second or in the first period, he rifled that shot glove side. I was really surprised like Eric Comrie made that save, but on the replay, you barely see that puck in any of the frames. So he's got a shot. He's got to use it a bit more. I know his first goal this season was a bit fluky, but you just take those. It's great to see that he's tied or near the top or in the lead for rookie points. It's great to see. Unexpected by me, unexpected by a lot of people, that Maccelli would, one, make the team, and two, be in the running for the Calder and be in the top crop of rookies this year for the NHL. So that's it for me. I hope all of you are enjoying the ride as well. And I guess we'll just see how it goes from here. So thank you for watching. If you like what you see, spread the word. And as always, thank you for your support.